Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant.
Truly Unruly with Marcus and Jessica Trufant. My name is Kel. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another session of Ghetto Therapy.
I like that. Ghetto Therapy.
I mean, it's what it is. Trufants, how are you guys doing?
We don't even know what we're talking about.
Doing well, my brother. Doing well. How about yourself?
Doing all right. Doing good. It was a nice 88-degree day here down in Las Vegas. So, been back in my short shorts, and it's been good. I know Jess loves that.
Who wears short shorts? Well, it snowed here.
I was just going to say.
What?
It snowed a couple days ago.
Yeah.
The sun was out today. Snow kind of hit.
Oh, global warming is slowly fucking Seattle, because this is insane. It was actually really cold today. It was sunny, but it was really cold.
Mm-hmm.
It's the middle of April.
I know.
And it snowed?
Yes.
Yeah. Twice.
Ooh.
Scary stuff.
I don't miss that shit at all.
Mm.
Kids are on spring break this week, right?
Just one. Public schools are on spring break, I think last week and this week. And private schools, they're aligned with Jesus. And so their spring break falls in line with Easter. So our kids will be home. The rest of them will be home next week.
Got you. Any plans?
To try to keep our sanity.
No.
I know that's my plan.
I'm not even going to.
Here.
I'm going to pretend like they're not here.
Right.
They're on their own. And the dog.
You guys don't try to keep them out the house, keep them busy on spring break?
We usually go out of town.
Got you.
But because our two older girls are going to nationals for cheer, we cannot leave.
And we just did Disney, so they don't need to go
and
nowhere.
we just went to Disney.
Even though from my point
I keep trying to tell Marcus, he keeps making it seem like even though this is work. Well, never mind. Every vacation is work, but it was for cheer. And we just so happened to bring all the family down and took them to Disney. And Marcus considers that like a legit vacation for the kids.
If you leave out the state, if you touch the soil of a different state, if you step foot into Disney, to me, that's a trip.
Win.
That is a perk for the kids, and they should be appreciative. And check that off the list.
They're not appreciative.
I know, but I'm saying as far as spring break and all that, and they do so much, so why not just chill and relax for?
Well, Kel's right. They need to get the fuck out the house.
We'll figure it out.
I don't know. Maybe we'll lock them outside.
I'm game.
Well, today's episode is pretty interesting. Found a really, really neat article online about silly things that make you a jealous partner. You guys ready to go down this rabbit hole?
Well, I don't even know what that means, but go.
Okay. We'll find out together. So the first one is guarding their phone. Do you know anyone or has anyone that's ever been in a situation where they're like, my boyfriend or my girlfriend or my husband or my wife, they act real funny when it comes to their phone? Are they hiding something or?
Naturally, you would think that they were hiding something. I don't know. I think when Marcus and I first started dating, I think he tried to guard his phone, but he wasn't really smart about it. But
I used to sleep with my phone in my pocket way back in the day.
But now he sleeps with his phone on his chest, and then it ends up on my side of the bed. So we're not guarding anymore.
But yeah, so as far as you see it all over social media, I saw a video or whatever, and it was this guy that was breaking hella tackles on the football field, and he was running through everybody, and the caption was that if I get tackled, then my girl gets to go through my phone. So it showed this dude, and he was just running through everybody. So it is a thing, and I think on both sides. I don't just think it's a guy thing. I think it's a guy and gal thing. So there's something to that, and I don't know if it's just jealousy or insecurity, but most of the time you can feel the energy and okay, I probably need to look at this phone because there's probably some scandalous stuff in there. So Hey,
when you got your phone and you're like completely turned.
you work the
your
angle
back to your
the
partner.
45. Make sure that
Yeah. So that happens, and some people might want to guard their phone from their partner for different reasons. I don't know. Maybe you're searching something you don't want them to see, or maybe you have taken some pictures that you don't want them to see. I don't know.
I have a question. So, do you guys think in a marriage or just any kind of relationship, is there like such thing as invasion of privacy?
I think so.
I believe so.
I think so.
I believe so.
I think so. Yeah.
Just because you're together, that doesn't mean that
it's not open season.
That you're still not an individual, and maybe sometimes that gets lost in translation because we're together and everything is shared.
But then it's
okay. I need my space.
Give me 50
and my
feet.
phone at times.
Right.
I mean, it's my space, right?
Right. It's not my phone is your phone and shit. No. Back it up.
Right.
So yeah, I believe that happens.
And it should be respect and trust on both sides. But when the trust is broken, that's when the issues come. Like I said, the energy is there. So
right. Like when you're sleeping with your phone in your pocket, the energy is definitely there.
I felt safe like that.
And don't sleep with your phone on your chest, Marcus. That's how you want to get freaking cancer. Like
a bit of radiation and so.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that, because literally he does it pretty much every night, or it's
not good.
In the bed in the between us, or on the side, or
oh God, no! I put my phone. I turn my phone off.
Oh really?
Off. Oh yeah, I turn that off, and sometimes even unplug the Wi-Fi in the house. You'll sleep a lot better. It's very.
I might try that. I might try.
Because you have all these microwaves bouncing around, floating around. Unplug it. I'm telling you, you'll sleep better. It sounds weird, but like, I've been doing it for years now. I actually get way better sleep.
Well, for those that are anxious and hypochondriacs, such as myself, you need the Wi-Fi on, because you never know when you're going to wake up out of your sleep and Google whether your aching finger is some type of fungus disease or cancer. And most of the times it's cancer.
That is
so
fair.
Yeah.
Goddamn WebMD.
Yeah.
I am a doctor.
That's funny. No, yeah. I mean, do you think I believe in this too. If your spouse is feeling some type of way and has an inkling or a weird suspicion about your phone, and they ask, "Can I please see your phone?" If they ask nicely, I feel like you should give it to them. If you don't have anything to hide. Right?
Yes. But at the same time, if you're comfortable in your relationship, you shouldn't be asking to see your dude's phone or girl's phone. Would you do that to me?
Let me see your last text type of phone. I don't know, Kel. I agree, but like Jess said, there's something about being comfortable. And instead of saying, "Let me see your phone," you say, "Is there anything going on?" It just gets straight to the point, right?
Right.
Or when you're really comfortable, you know their password.
That too.
Yeah.
That too. Well, I'm saying like let's say if someone in their relationship, they're going through some stuff and they kind of maybe even have the smoking gun. Like, I know this motherfucker's texting somebody else. I caught a glimpse of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, come on, let me see your phone.
That's tough.
Right.
Well, then you hand it over.
You hand it over. You can't.
You hand it over.
You're gonna dig yourself in a deeper hole if you don't, right?
Right.
Or
you go, "Oh my God, wait. Oh shoot. Distract, erase,
delete.
delete.
I gotta go to the
X
bathroom
out,
real
X
quick.
out,
I'll be
come
right back.
Hand it over.
Or I forgot what I was gonna say now. Or you just say, you don't want to look at my phone. If you get asked, if there's a smoking gun, you say,
you know the deal. You don't want to look at my phone.
If you don't want to look at it, they say
that
that when you go looking for something, you usually find it, right?
Yeah.
So
if you look hard enough.
Let's just move forward and let's work on our relationship, and let's agree on that.
And then when you're asleep,
in a fantasy, right?
And then when you're asleep, because everybody doesn't sleep with their phone inside their pocket, then that's when I come over and go in the corner and completely go through every text message, your entire history of messages, your entire Google search engine, all of your pictures, all of your social media, in your DMs.
When you go looking for it.
And then I put your phone back. Like I never did it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ever see that meme? It's a cold meme of the girl asking to see her dude's phone, and he gets up, he goes, "Here, look, but don't stay here in the room. I don't want to hear you crying." And like gives us the phone.
Oh
That's
my
heavy.
gosh.
Yeah.
Marcus, when I was planning his surprise 30th birthday, kind of a, true test. I don't know. I had to take his phone, and I don't even know if you knew I took your phone.
You told me, but I didn't know.
Okay. Because I was trying to get contacts to invite, and he has a nickname for every person in his phone. So I wasn't sure if I was texting a former jump off or a friend just based off the nicknames. You can't tell. And I'm like, Right. But I think I texted a couple people that were like, huh? What? But yeah.
The thing about doing that and this, of course, the fun side of that is funny or what, everybody got a nickname, but over time you forget people's actual name.
Right.
So that's kind of where I was. I didn't know people's names, so I didn't want to do the text in a roundabout way. How do you ask somebody their name and you've been knowing them for like 5-6 years, right? Even though you don't see them, but I know. So, hey. But the moral of the story is that we came out clean, right?
Right.
Yeah. Unscathed.
Right. So it was refreshing, even though I was confused about the names and wasn't sure, but it was refreshing to go through his phone and I'm like, oh, okay. There's no
But the phone has killed a lot of relationships throughout history, Kale. So that's a good question. So I don't know what advice we have for that.
Thanks.
As a couple, but if you go looking for it, you're going to find it in most situations. So just be careful, right?
Right. Well, here, next one. This one's interesting, this next one, because I have a friend who personally dealt with this. A friend who I know you got, a person that we both, all three of us mutually know. I know you know, Jess, but I'm not going to say their name. But they went through this issue with their spouse. Taking a sudden interest in fitness or personal appearance. So I had a buddy back in the day. We used to work out together, and he was a really, really big person. He lost a whole bunch of weight, and his wife got jealous about that. She was just like, well, why are you always at the gym? Why are you? He's like, well, and he invited her like, hey, well, we can do this together. But she got real bitter about it, right? Ending up, he stopped working out. Some things happened, and he kind of put weight back on, and everything was all hunky-dory and happy again. But then she started to losing weight and was like, new self, new me, blah, 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 while he was unhealthy again.
Yes.
And so I never understood that one when it's your partner trying to better themselves. And if they even invite you to come take part in it with them, right? What do you guys say to that?
Well, I mean, you're working out and doing all this kind of stuff and getting into shape. It's for you, but at the same time, it's for everybody too, because everybody takes note. So she could have been a little jealous of that, but the fact that she waited until he was down and kicked him even further and was like, she might have really been just envious of his ability to do what she couldn't do.
I agree with Jess. I think it's two sides to that. It just depends, right? So he lost all this weight. Did his energy change? Was he more outgoing or whatever and kind of leaving her in the dust? Or was he more like, okay, babe, slimming down and let's do this together. Let's get healthy together.
We see this all the time.
What?
On Dr. Now.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying this. It sounds like a scandalous situation. I don't like it. It doesn't sound good to me if your spouse is doing something for health reasons and then you hate on that and then you turn around and do the same thing and they're supposed to celebrate you. To me, and this is it. But you already said it was the girl that was hating on the dude. So I think that's foul. But I can see guys doing it too. But I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Well, going from my
Exactly.
600-pound life, a lot of these people choose these mates that are heavier because they have low self-esteem. They know they'll never leave them. They know they need them.
They're comfortable
to take care of them, all that kind of stuff. And when they start to lose the weight, their partners get all butthurt about it because they're kind of like, hey, I don't need you to wipe my ass anymore. I don't need you to wipe my ass anymore. Like,
it's a fear of getting left. It's a fear
so bad to say.
of getting left.
Yes.
But I think that's very unhealthy if your partner has to be down and out and be needy and pretty much be on bed rest for you to feel comfortable. That's
and he might have been a little, depressed about it. And then he got his confidence and she was like,
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
For as long as I've known him, he was always a big guy, and then he was like, I need to do something about this, and took charge of his life and was looking great. And I just remember we'd work out and he'd be like, yeah, man, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, why doesn't she, why don't y'all do it together then? Make it a couples thing. And I get maybe if she's feeling like excluded and she doesn't feel like she's, being included, that I totally understand. But the fact that you've been invited to the party and you just don't want to come to the party.
And you just hating on my man. I think that's a bad look. Totally a bad look. And that could push him even further away. I mean, in my opinion.
Well, is he back fat now?
Yeah.
Well, see, she's good.
Unfortunately.
Damn it.
All right. The next one. This one I always think is pretty funny too because it involves the internet. Liking other people's photos on Instagram. Like, I've known and heard of people in situations where it's like, yo, my girl got mad that I liked, I don't know, someone that's not even attainable to this dude, like a Kim Kardashian picture. Well, why are you liking that?
I like Cardi B's photo, so it was a thing. That's silly. I think that's silly.
Why would you like a photo of like Kim Kardashian? Like, why? What's the reasoning for you to literally go onto your phone and go, like,
she had some fly sunglasses on or something. I don't know. Or her kids. They were fly. They were looking.
Why are you even on her page like that?
I don't know.
That's weird.
This social media thing is going to take the show round and round, right?
It's the devil.
So my thing is that even if what's the difference between liking what you see and liking the photo? Is it proving, or is it the other people seeing it, or what's the difference? It's
just you're literally taking time out of your day to like somebody's photo like that. It's like, really? You had to, that's like an extra step. It's one thing to look, but it's another thing to go, you know what?
I think it's just as bad if you're, what do they call it? Stalking somebody's page and you're going down the page for hours and you don't like anything, but you continue to look at everything. What is the real difference? Because
who the fuck said you have to like? Who made that's the problem. Why are likes such a big deal?
Most of the time it's dudes. So dudes are stupid and they'll do that. But women, on the other hand, will stalk somebody's page and not like it. So what is the difference, right? Or who's worse in that situation?
Because we're looking, just like you're looking, except for you take an extra step.
That's what I'm saying.
And we're not doing that.
The stupidity part, but who's worse? There is, to me,
you are.
I don't think there's a difference.
I have a question. Here we go. What's worse, though? Liking the photo or following the person and not liking anything?
Well, isn't that the same as kind of stalking their page and not really saying anything?
I mean, but the thing is like you're not stalking. It's just when it shows up in your timeline, it shows up in your timeline, right?
Well, wait, which one is worse? If you're actually following that person and maybe, because, sometimes stuff pops up in your feed or somebody else's thing or whatever. Right. And you might be inquisitive and go and look at their page. But if you're literally following all these people like Kim Kardashian and all these women, I'd be like, okay. Is it necessary?
Social media, I think we have to be careful. And it comes down to the relationship, I think. If there's reason to be insecure, I mean, if your dude or your lady is always looking at other people in real life, I'm not talking about in social media life, but in real life, and you catch her, you're out and about, you guys are at dinner or you're out at nightclubs, et cetera, and they have a wondering eye.
Girls don't do that. We are way too smart.
Girls do it.
We already had this conversation.
Girls do it.
I remember my dad literally breaking his neck.
They don't get caught,
to look at
but
another
they do
woman.
it. And like I said, if the guy is feeling the
Literally breaking
energy
his neck.
from his girl that she may be everybody's girl, or she might be looking around a little too much on the disrespectful side, maybe you don't want her liking a bunch of dudes stuff on IG. But
so you're my pimp now. You're looking around a little too much.
Yeah.
What?
Put your head down. Put your head down. Look at the ground.
Put your eyes down.
But I'm saying, I'm trying to say it comes down to the relationship and where the comfortability is, because that could be insult to injury if there's already stuff going on. So I can feel that.
Right.
All right. The next one, and this one is kind of, I get why you'd feel someone feels type of way about this, well, depending on the situation, but talking to a friend about their feelings first before talking to you about it.
Didn't we kind of have an episode like this where we were talking about going to the spouse, going to the friend, the former lover or whatever, talking to their friend about how would you know that this person talked to their friend ahead of time? Do they tell you?
Maybe if they brought up like, yeah, I was talking to such and such about it, and they said, and it's like, well, damn, why? I'm your spouse. Why didn't you come talk to me first?
I don't really care. I don't think so. I don't think that bothers me. Yes, please go talk to your friends. Please do that before you come to me. Go talk to your friends.
I think it just depends, right? If it's between me and you and it's something that we need to discuss and we haven't really discussed it or got to the bottom of it, I feel like it should be a spouse to spouse first.
Sometimes you need,
but sometimes bringing in other people could give you the wrong advice, give you the wrong information, because people think they know, but they don't know.
But they have no idea?
Yeah. So I just say be careful. But
especially if it's your bitter ass friend.
Right, yeah.
So, every female got that bitter ass, fuck that nigga.
Yeah.
It's like, girl, that's why you've been single forever. Anyway.
Or you go home and you throw all his shit out on the street and you do this and do that. And so you just got to be careful about the advice that you listen to.
Mm-hmm.
This is a side note question, but do you think it's acceptable when women do that waiting to exhale type shit?
I was getting ready to say Angela Bassett, that dude.
Burn down the house and the car and all that?
She put the clothes in the car and burnt the car.
Okay, yeah. Close in the car and burnt the car.
Left eye burnt the house.
Yes.
Well.
That's intense. What do you think, Jess?
Oh, nope. I was getting ready to tell a story, but ooh.
My thing is you can never tell people to act in a traumatic situation, right? So
you never know what you're going to do.
Right. It's not okay, but it's hard to be okay when you put somebody through something that is extremely traumatic.
Right. And you gather your friends and you take a credit card and pop open the door and wreck some shit.
Kale, again, man, violence is never the answer.
We're just trying to get you there. We're just trying to send a message.
But people lose it, man, and they get pushed to the edge. So, I mean, it's easy to say that violence is never the answer, but violence happens every day, every second. I don't know what the stats say, but people...
We're talking about, like, burning stuff and,
right,
like,
yeah.
Okay.
And that's violence, though. That's violence.
It's a form of violence.
Burning stuff,
yes.
You're destroying all that.
Yeah, sugar in your gas tank, that's violence.
Well, sometimes you gotta. And sometimes you're those friends that are supporting your friend and you
toxic
help them destroy somebody's apartment.
You might as well just go ahead and
that story was not mine about destroying somebody's apartment, but I participated. And we like literally went in this dude's refrigerator.
That's when it's not
took
cool.
Lunch
though.
meat out.
That's not
threw it on the
cool.
walls.
As a group,
we went crazy.
So I condone, or I could almost
act right.
Understand if it's a girl to guy, but when you go and recruit the friends and all this other foolishness,
we were like, oh, she wasn't
everybody
even trying
needs
to
to go
do
to jail.
And we were like,
everybody needs to go to jail.
No.
So
Fuck let's go in there and fuck some shit up.
Not at all. Nope. It's none of y'all business.
Ratchet shit.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what?
Damn.
Ratchet.
That's right.
Damn.
Put a fucking accent over that shit. Go ahead.
Oh, this next one. I think we've talked about this before, but I think we've all said that we've known people that's kind of dealt with this, is spouses getting jealous of the other one needing girl or guy time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that?
We have.
I think we briefly did one time.
Side note,
but
is smearing chicken wings on a windshield considered violence?
Maybe against the chicken or the car.
back to your
That's a little different though. You could just pressure wash that real quick and it'll just come right off.
Nope,
right.
But putting sugar in someone's gas tank,
that's destroying property. Chicken wings on the windshield is proving a point. Taking a
and so is
stance.
throwing lunch meat and destroying tapes and shit. That is proving a point as well.
Nah, that's destroying property. I was delicate with the chicken wings. I didn't break the windshield,
but there was still one left over like 6 months later under the hood. That could have damaged my engine.
Very true.
Yeah. Well, the dude in the apartment, I know he didn't get his deposit back. God damn. Okay, y'all probably made holes in the wall and shit. It's just disrespectful.
I think they still stayed together, so.
Oh, fucking black people. Okay, because I assume these was niggas. So yeah, needing girl and guy time. How do you guys feel about that? I have quite a few friends whose wives do not like it. Why do you need to go hang out with your friends? Why do you need to go? And it's like,
me.
really? It's like.
Here.
But I assume he likes you to go hang out with your girls. So why is it a problem when you go and when he hangs out with his guys?
He doesn't necessarily like me to go hang out with my girls like that either.
Are your friends a bad influence?
No, it's more of I want to spend time with you.
Let me see.
Right? Do I not?
We don't.
Do I got that wrong?
Get a lot of time. Well, we try to make time for when it's just us, but I don't think we hate on each other like that, though.
No, not anymore. I used to, though.
I know, but it's more now, Kel. It's more, okay, are you going to leave me with the kids and the dog and all the stuff that
right. And that's how it was when I would get mad. I'm
takes
like,
2 or 3 people to do, right?
Dying here.
Yeah, and I'm trying to run off and go kick it with the boys. Of course, it's cool to have your girl time and your guy time, but not at the expense of the other person. And that was kind of my thing. I would just be like, oh, okay, I'll be back, and the house would be a tornado, right? And now that I've grown up, that's not the best thing to do if you want to have your guy time, right? So,
and sometimes it's like, oh, please go, please go.
Yeah.
So I can just, especially if the kids aren't home.
Yeah.
Just sit in the house by myself. Oh man, that is rare and that is appreciated.
And it's needed.
And it's priceless.
It's needed.
Yes.
I think for a healthy marriage or any relationship, you just need your time to yourself to recharge. You know what I mean? Like, it may not be, going out and doing the whole thing, but if you can maybe just give me like an hour just to,
that ain't
get
possible.
my thoughts together. Right. Yeah.
That's not possible in this house.
I know now, and especially like the last couple of times, we've tried to get together as guys. So like we be all hype and be like, yeah, let's go kick it. And then come, 9:45, we be like, man, it's time to go home.
They never make it out.
It's like, damn.
They don't make it out.
We definitely ain't what we used to be, but just the fact that we got together as guys and get to laugh, get to talk a little.
Yeah.
crap or whatever is fun.
Yeah.
It's recharging.
It's necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the last one, not texting back. That one's usually a doozy, because I mean, I've even been in situations and early in my relationships and stuff, like not texting back, and you don't even care. You don't even text me back. And it's like, what? Like, I didn't even read the text message yet. Like, and you left me this long ass novel. I'm not about to read this whole one long ass paragraph you just sent me in this big ass blue bubble.
I do not care if you're driving. I do not care if you're in a meeting. I do not care. I don't care where you're at. You better respond to my text, and you better respond with an appropriate response. If I have to text you 2 and 3 times, the third text, it ain't good. It ain't good.
And
how often does that happen in you guys' house?
All the time.
The thing about it is that, okay,
and he'll be downstairs and I'll be upstairs.
I put my phone on silent a lot, right? So I miss text messages and calls, etc.
He be on his phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You should never miss
you moving around, and there's situations where your phone has to be off. Sometimes you forget to turn it back on. But what I was going to say is that I get those angry texts, right? And me being not the most savvy texter and speller and all this kind of stuff, I come back and sometimes my grammar is off, right? So my angry response doesn't go over as well as I would like, and I usually lose that battle. But
I will correct.
Yeah,
your
and then she corrects me,
on top of
and
it.
I'm like, okay.
Well, first of all, that is not how you spell that or say that. So yeah, pouring salt in the wound. But angry text is never good, because a lot of stuff gets lost in translation, I feel like, in text. And no, I mean what I text.
I see a text,
and I text
get
what I mean.
Very angry, and I would rather wait to get face to face with it.
I see you under there,
and then it could really go down. So,
has there ever been a time? Let's say, Jess, you've sent the angry text, and let's say Marcus just didn't see the text, hasn't seen it yet, right? And then he just comes upstairs.
It's over. I'm a fire off on you, pew, pew. Or I'm gonna go find you. I'm gonna come down to your job. I'm going to come to your friend's house and be like, "Did you not get my text? Did you not get my text?" So, yeah.
And that's when you tell the homies to lock the doors and then close the curtains and all that, because we got a wildling outside. So let's keep it kosher.
Wildling, though.
Yeah.
Last thing I want to leave you guys with. Some people think that like jealousy is like a form of showing how much they like love somebody or like care. Do you believe that at all? I think it's a little psychotic, personally.
No, I think it's controlling and insecure and dominating. Yeah. It's weird. It's weird.
On the other side of that, some people like to see their spouse in a jealous
True, they get a rise off of that.
And you know what I'm saying?
They get a kick out of it.
Very weird. Very weird. I don't like that at all.
But it's like saying, I'm being jealous of your friend because you really care about them a lot. No, that's not why.
Yeah.
Right.
Odd. Very odd. Unhealthy. I think it's unhealthy, but
yeah.
Very. Well, this was great. Truly Unruly, Marcus Trufant, Jessica Trufant. My name is Kel. Of course, follow these guys on IG, Marcus_Trufant, Jessica_Trufant, and the page, Truly Unruly _podcast. Follow us on IG. Of course, you can listen to us on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. Of course, subscribe, leave a review. Catch us every Sunday on the Converge channel. And if you want to catch the visual, just search Truly Unruly on YouTube or search and subscribe to Marcus Trufant on YouTube. I think that's it, right?
That's it, brother. Good job.
Cool. All right, y'all. Till next time, peace and much love.